guys and gals, to another episode of Inside the Crosshairs. My name is Seth.
And I forgot my name.
Yeah, we don't worry about that guy anyways. But
My name's Jay.
alright. But we got something super special for you guys today. We're twins. I don't know if y'all could tell.
Yeah.
But, yeah, close enough. But no, guys, we just changed our regular carries.
What we got, Seth?
We have got the Taurus GX4.
What edition you got?
I, as you can see, have this beautiful little Toro here with my Hollow Sun 507K on it.
Nice. And I have the iron-sighted model because I intended to do small kind of pocket carry with it, so I didn't want an optic to hang up on it. So,
You're still just saying mine's better.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Once I started red dot shooting on a everyday carry, I love it, guys. That quick sight acquisition and all, I just can't get away from now. But there's definitely a lot to be said of having a iron sight gun as well. You should always be able to shoot irons before you move to a red dot.
That's right.
What happens if that guy goes out?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Just be guessing blind. But, yeah.
So a little precursor into the show. We've went out and shot them and test fired them and everything. And what Seth is saying is so true. You want to be able to make sure you can shoot irons or a red dot. And it could be a little harder and challenging at times, especially when you've particularly been shooting red dots. I mean, but I laid down a very good group at 25 yards with iron sights. I mean,
yeah.
You know, so I mean, yeah. So always practice with both if possible, if you can. Do irons and dots and irons if it's possible.
Yeah, and do what's most comfortable for you. What do you shoot better with? What sights do you pick up quicker?
Yeah.
It all boils down to that training. You can, if you put the time in and the dry fire practice and the rounds down range, you're going to be proficient with either one.
That's right.
So let's move on to
Let's get
these
into it.
pieces right here. Yeah.
All right.
Things I really loved about it right out the gate is that it weighs about exactly what the SIG 365 does.
Yeah.
And
Pretty close.
I mean, nobody, of course, would ever copy SIG. Yeah, but I don't know. This one looks a little bit like a SIG.
Yeah. Well, for me, starting off, where do I start? The grip texture, sandpaperish. I mean, perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that rear, the back strap there is just a little bit more aggressive than the sides and the front.
Beautiful job.
I mean, you've got 3 different textures on this one gun. It's very interesting there.
And they give you an extra back strap as well.
Yeah. For a gun at these prices, to come with any extras like that at all is crazy. And I got the special little deal on mine. I got the 110 round and a 13 rounder.
Nice.
So that was pretty big for me.
I stayed with the 10 rounders for small concealability on this one, just to be able to pocket carry like grocery store summer carry, basically is what I think a lot of people call it. So, but I mean, I am thoroughly impressed with this thing. Front and rear cocking serrations. You got the big boy exposed or external extractor.
Yeah, that's a large extractor for a small gun like this.
Undercut here. I mean, beautiful, beautiful. They also give you the like we were speaking about the stippling. You get the stippled point here to kind of put some forward pressure down on the gun. I mean, everything is
on both sides. That little
sides.
forefinger reminder. Keep your finger up there on that grit until you're ready to fire.
Yes. Yes. Also, a big thing for me is that, you know, if you're a fan of the channel you watch, the Pythons, I can take this thing and put all my fingers, including the pinky, are wrapped around there, and it works. Yeah. And probably my biggest, I know this is gonna sound crazy, my biggest love for the thing is the slide stop actually works
as a slide release. Yes, that's and I don't ever recommend using it like that all the time. But man, for those tactical reloads and all, it sure is convenient.
Yeah,
I mean, that's barely some pressure.
Yeah,
most guns I get these days, I mean, you're like, and some of them you still can't get. So that was nice to me.
And the thing about it is, they extended it, I mean, just ever so slightly more than a Glock.
Yeah.
To just be able to get just enough on there, and it's just smooth as butter to, when just a push on it. I mean,
and it's got a couple little serrations on it.
And it's got stippling on it. Yes, absolutely. So big plus right there for me, like to have one. Yep. But yeah, man. We got loaded chamber indicators up top.
Nice little cutout.
And tell me if you agree with this. If you take a look at the barrel, you can see there's some lightning cuts in there to lighten, but that can kind of be considered like fluted kind of in a way. So if anything gets in here, you know, the dirt is to recess in here. That's the purpose of the flute. Like, I would call that kind of a lightning cut and a bit of a flute.
It kind of is, and even the way that the barrel fits in on your cutout is a little different.
Yeah,
so
if you hold it up, you'll see like it kind of slants to you see what I'm saying?
It's dropping forward there.
Yeah,
so interesting design there with it also.
Yeah. No, man, I really like it.
And coming with the metal sights on it instead of those plastic sights.
Well, they're basic sights. The rear has serrations for anti-glare, and you got the typical white dot at the front. But nothing fancy, but metal sights. For the money, the gun is absolutely, loaded. And we'll get to the trigger here in a minute. But to give you a little key. One of the things that me and Seth both really like about this thing, I think I might have to cock it first, huh?
Nope. Pull that trigger.
Pull the trigger? Okay. So one of the things that me and Seth really want to talk about is, well, one, you got steel dual captive recoil spring for one. So, I mean, they really stepped Taurus. I'm proud of you. They really stepped their game up. But talk to them. Tell them what's going on right there, Seth. All that good loving they gave us.
And golly, look at that rail right there. You know, your slide's riding on. How many guns do we have that you've just got?
Yeah.
You know, just a little bitty rail right there, and one here in the back. No, they gave you this full rail on here to ride on both sides, and metal internals, all metal. Only thing that I would really want to change on the sucker is we've still got one of those little plastic striker guides in it. That's the only thing. There hadn't been a lot of issues with them, but as we know, these things are getting hot and cold, and I'm just not trusting that plastic in there. We're talking long-term use on it. Those can get brittle, so I think for about 15 bucks you can get a stainless steel one, swap it out, takes you 5 minutes. We're not allowed to do that on here, but but yeah, no, they stepped it up big time with these. For such a small gun to have internals like that is just a beautiful job.
And another thing I like to show too, just little attention to detail they went into is if you look inside the polymer there, the polymer has bracing little webbing in there to kind of stiffen the polymer up.
I didn't even think about that part on it. But
so I mean, really, they really went and did their homework on this one. And
so that's going to reduce the stress on the end here.
Yeah, because a lot of the polymer frame guns will flex over time, especially higher caliber, but they will flex. So that's very good. It feels very stable in the hand when you're shooting. So, I mean, I really like that. Got the serrations on the back plate here too, and the Taurus bull on the back of your back plate there too. Yeah,
that was just a neat little cut in there, neat little addition.
I thought that was pretty cool. So we got big old wide trigger guard and a flat face trigger. Before we get to that, can you co-witness with that optic on there? Is that cut out good enough? Or?
You would have to replace sights for it.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, your sights are like right there. So if my optic did go out, I would still be able to just look through there, and I could see, I could see just barely the top of my sight. So not really a co-witness with it, but it would be very doable in a closer encounter to have to use it if your red dot did go out. But the beautiful thing about these two is that they incorporated Glock sights, so you can anything that fits on the little Glocks, you can swap out on here.
Yeah, Glock sight, big Taurus ain't playing. Taurus ain't playing this year, brother. I don't know. So
y'all know with the G3, y'all know I've carried that G3 for a long time, but I did a lot of work on that gun before I felt really comfortable for it as an everyday carry. This one, I mean, I'm carrying it right now.
So they put little serrations too on the mag release there, and it sticks out just enough, not too much, not too far. I think that might be swappable. I think it might be ambidextrous.
It looks like it probably
it looks like
is.
If you look at that and look on this side, I'm pretty
it's
sure
the same size cutout. I haven't seen anything on somebody swapping them yet, but I think
I would bet it's reversible. Don't hold us on that, but I think it's reversible. Yeah. This trigger, flat face trigger. Love the design.
Semi flat face.
Semi flat face. The thing about it is, I like it. It has a little bit of take up, it's real hard at the brake. You got to pull the full 5 pounds through the brake, but it brakes smooth. But it's just a little bit too stiff for my liking. But that's you know.
Y'all know we're spoiled on our triggers, and we like those light, flat triggers. So I went into this one kind of skeptically on it. I'd heard all of the stuff online, everybody dogging the triggers. Oh, they're terrible. Oh, they'll lighten up with time.
That's what I think is going to happen, is that with time, that they'll lighten up a bit. And if not, we can polish them up a little bit.
And I'm thinking about doing that on it as well.
You guys, you're really getting a big value here for the money, for the cost of these things. So,
and so... What'd you pay for that thing, Jay?
Oh man, I think like $273.
I paid about $360 for mine with the slide cut on it. So guys, that price point is unbeatable.
Right, for a little pocket pistol, for a little, you know, smaller EDC. I mean, I would say it would compete with the best of them, and I'm not ashamed. Even if I wanted to throw a trigger in here or something, I'm still not going to hit the money that I'm going to pay for a higher costing gun, like that's in the same category, like the SIG 365 or the Shield Plus. Great guns, all phenomenal. You've seen them on the channel, so you know we love them. We love them all. Just saying that if you know, for some people who don't want to spend as much, or some people that just want something that's affordable, you know.
Not everybody can afford these $600, $700, $1,000, $2,000 guns.
Well, you might work down, you know, by the coast or something, and don't want to have all that salt water or something splashing on a very specific. I mean, for something that can be reliable, very well built, you know, dependable, and affordable, this is going to be pretty hard to beat. This is a problem. So, and 25 yards. I mean, I laid a pretty decent group down with it, so. I'm impressed. So
they
even have the mags, the double stack going into the single stack, like the Shield Plus design, and Smith & Wesson wasn't the first to do that, but
it's more that SIG design. But no, fantastic job. Metal mags, good solid extended base plates on the 13.
Well, they're Metgar mags, I think.
I think they are too.
Well, they are. There it is. Metgar stamped on there. The only thing I would say are my knocks is I will knock the trigger a little bit, but the only other thing I would say is that when loaded fully, they didn't give us any problems. I still don't trust them though. The base plate on the 10 rounders will they will bow a little bit at the bottom, but it did not give us any issues. However, maybe in a fight or something, or you drop it, that might come out of there. So I would probably try to look into like some metal base plates.
Yeah, that'd be real nice if you know, we could get some metal base plates for them. But hey, I carry 3 or 4 extra backup magazines.
There you go.
Mine too. But,
yes, sir.
But yeah, no. After we did that 365 video, that XL, man, I wanted that sucker bad.
Yeah.
But once shooting this one, I couldn't justify spending the extra money on them. I like this one a lot. So
absolutely. So you guys stay tuned for the range footage on them. We're gonna put them on the range and we're gonna see what they do. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, smash that notification bell.
Yep, share those videos, guys. That's the only thing that's helping that outdoors rhythm these days.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you on the next.
God bless y'all.